We're at Angels Sewing and Quilting in Salem, New Hampshire. Do you believe it? It's exactly 9 o'clock. Wow. I'm getting better and better every week. Oh my goodness. Now, if we don't have technical difficulties, we'll be all good. And in just a little bit, we have a special guest on with me this morning, Dave Sirota, otherwise known as Quilt Maven Dave. His claim to fame, no more tears, paper piecing. So stay tuned. In just a couple of minutes, I'm just going to say a few things, but I'm not going to go through the whole thing that we do on Friday before Dave. I'm going to do it after Dave, but I am going to just say a couple of things first, just so we can get a few people on before we start talking to Dave. Don't forget, everybody, in September and October, the All New England Shop Hop is going to be happening. And I mean, this is going to be really big. I'm really anticipating this to be fantastic. We have each one of us has our own little quilt square, and ours is, oh my gosh, ours is like so cute. So wait until you see that. Pretty soon, well, actually, not pretty soon. I think in it's either June or July. I think June even. We're going to be starting to sell the magazines for the Shop Hop, and the magazine has all of your like passports in there. We will every store you go to will stamp from the magazine. So, and all kinds of amazing information in there. They also came up with a fabric line just for All New England Shop Hop. So, and I've seen it, and it's awesome. We're going to be getting that in as well. It'll be here at the store. So that should be really fun. And then in 3 weeks, I can't even believe it's already in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, the New England Quilt Expo is going to be happening. All the keynote speaker. And if you guys are planning on attending, also know that Friday night is a special dinner that's happening. Adam So Fun is going to be talking. We will be giving away to people that attend that dinner a Juki TL18. So we're really excited about that. We're also supplying 2 classrooms at that expo, with one of them with Juki DX 2000s, and you will even have access to Alba throughout the show, which that is just the coolest thing ever. Supplying one of them with Juki DX 2000s, and the other classroom we're supplying with Baby Lock sergers. I think mainly Celebrate sergers, but we will have a couple of other sergers as well. Alice is teaching a class with the sergers, and Patty is teaching a class with the Juki DX 2000s. I believe that the class, the Juki DX 2000s, is going to be used also by another teacher a couple of times. So that's exciting too. Let me see. Now, you guys all know, I'm just going to wait until Dave comes, because I can see him over here, but he's not sitting at his camera right now. So when he comes back on, I'm going to invite him on. Oh, look, see, he can hear me. And then we're going to go into all the other stuff. I have a lot of stuff to show you. Oh my gosh, I have some new bag stuff to show you. It's like trims for your bag. So stay tuned after Dave. So without any further ado, welcome Dave. And just like that, poof, he's on the screen.
Well,
what are you doing?
so much. How nice to see you. Doing great. And you?
Very good. Very good. It's been, I can't wait for you to see the shop.
Oh, wow.
You haven't been in for a while.
No.
And yeah, it's I know we got to get you in for another class, so we'll definitely be booking that. It's been like, it's just been so crazy. So,
Good.
which is good, which is very good. So we are having our first annual retreat coming up. That's in 2 weeks, which I can't even believe it's already here. And we invited Dave to come up on Saturday. And I've been telling people that you're coming up and you're doing a like a comedy hour.
Yes.
Um, and
Good, because if you say lecture, they expect to learn something.
and I told them we had you here for that, and we just, oh my gosh, it was awesome. It was so cool.
Thank
Um,
you.
I tell people too that during that hour when you were here, you were calling me a drug dealer.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So anyway, it was pretty fun. Wait, I have some.
It was.
Okay, there we go. I didn't have my chats on, so I can hear people are saying hi and all that.
I I see names I recognize already.
Oh, you do?
Yes, Amy and Linda.
It, cool, very cool. Um, so anyway, all right, so let's talk about Quilt Maven Dave. What how did you give us a little story of how you started sewing, quilting, how you came up with No More Tears paper piecing?
Well, the how I started, when I started, and why I started is part of the talk. It's part of the routine. But basically, it was as simple as I needed kitchen curtains and I couldn't find any I liked. So I learned how to sew. And in the process of sewing, I saw Simply Quilts and was fascinated. And that's what got me started on quilting. I loved paper piecing. I love out of all the different quilts that were shown on Simply Quilts, it was the paper piece quilts that really caught my eye. The geometrics, the representational, it was just different, and it wasn't applique. I had no intentions of appliquing.
Wh-
Um,
Why is that nobody likes applique? I hear that. I should say no, that was wrong to say nobody likes applique.
yeah.
But I hear that a lot. I do. What is it that you don't like about applique? I'm curious. The
Well,
tracing?
no, it's the hand stitching. If you want it to look really good, to make it look almost inset. You do the invisible as close to invisible as you can get. I know that people love, and I get it, they love the decorative stitching that they can use, I'm doing circles, that they can use to quilt down the edges.
Okay.
But that's just not for me. And I don't like handwork at all.
Me
Um,
neither.
Yeah, it's just big old fat fingers and little tiny needles just don't get along.
Well, with
So
with paper piecing, what I like about paper piecing is, I mean, well, first of all, just like you said, geometrically, and it's beautiful. It's just so precise, very
yes,
precise. So continue on.
that's the number one reason that people paper piece, I think. Well, yes, I mean historically that's what everyone says: precision, accuracy. But let's not forget, and I talked about it a little bit. There are some quilt patterns that can only be paper pieced. If you want to make that quilt, you have to paper piece it. Um, and I started with a Storm at Sea, and I made my Storm at Sea according to the directions for the pattern. And I guess I wasn't so good at thinking ahead, because I find that, first of all, it was so hard to figure out. No matter how many, there were no videos to show you. So it was all written word, and it just didn't make any sense. So it was all trial and error. Every block was trial and error. And when I finally got it done and pieced the whole top together, I saw that I had to tear the paper out. That's worse than handwork. So that's just, and it's so tedious and it takes so long that, I'm sorry, everybody. I have to say I threw the whole thing away. It was all made, but it had all the paper on. I started
Ah,
taking it off, and I just knew I was never going to finish it ever. So I sat there and tried to figure out why it was so hard and why it didn't make sense. And I saw I would have to say that the freezer paper method is what really sparked my interest, because it was different, but it didn't work for me. So I started thinking about how can I make this work for me and work for everybody. And I came up with my method. The spark was something that wasn't even related to paper piecing. I don't know if you want me to give away the secret, but there was just one little thing that opened it up and made it work. And I showed a couple of quilting friends, and they said, you need to teach people how to do this. And that's how it all started.
And that's how
And
it
it's,
started.
yeah, and that's all I do really is paper piece.
Just like Tula Pink, she loves paper piecing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's her thing.
Yes, and
Well,
obviously there's no paper to rip off at the end. You don't have to tear little pieces of paper off at the end. All of your blocks are done, and none of your blocks have paper attached.
and you also, I remember because you've been here a couple of times and have done
Yeah.
classes here. Um, it's good for the beginner too. I mean, to
Oh,
learn
it's
your technique, if you're a beginner, it's probably easier for a beginner, I'm thinking.
much. Well, beginners or people who've never paper pieced. Um, but I have taught the class to someone who'd been sewing for 5 days, and she took the
Wow.
paper piece class. Well, she didn't have anything to unlearn, and she had nothing to be afraid of.
Right.
Yeah, it was great. I teach people who've never paper pieced before all the time, and they have the advantage in class.
Well, I know a few of the ladies, still talk about that class, and they are
Aw.
hooked on your method. So, which is very cool. I love
That's
that.
really
Um,
nice.
and for those of you that may just be tuning in, because there's some coming and going, um, uh, we're talking with Dave Sirota, Quilt Maven Dave, claim to fame, No More Tears paper piecing. He is going to be a guest at our retreat that's coming up in 2 weeks at Purity Springs up in Madison, New Hampshire. Beautiful up there. I love the ride going up there too. It's just so nice.
Is that
We
through the notch?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Okay, okay.
I don't remember. I just
That's
know the
okay.
ride. Anything up north, when you're going up towards the lakes region, it's just so beautiful up there. I
Yeah.
love it. I just love it. And we also opened up for people to come and just sew on Saturday because there were some people that weren't able to, go for the weekend or whatever. So we opened it up to Saturday, and I mean, you come and you sew all day, and you also get to see Dave Sirota.
Oh,
So that's awesome too. And then I think after April said you were going to do a demo on perfect points.
I'm going to leave it up to you because I've been working on something new that I am just obsessed with, and
Ooh,
that is set in circles.
ooh,
So it's set in,
oh, that's cool.
it's flat, it's neat,
Oh, so are we gonna learn that instead then?
it's up to you guys. You let me know which one you want.
Well, wait a minute, wait a minute. You just teased us. So yes, definitely I want to know more about that.
Okay, that's what I'll do then. I've been doing it for 2 days, 3 days nonstop.
Isn't it
And I
great
think I've
when you
already worked all the kinks.
it's so great when
Go ahead.
try it's just so great when you try something new like that and then you're just obsessed. And I just love that.
Yes, I am.
I
Yes,
get like
I
that
am.
too. Yeah, I mean, I'm a bag maker, and last summer I took one of the staff, Lori, and we went out to Billings, Montana, and
Wow.
I learned the Laura Heine technique. Both of us are certified to teach Laura Heine, and oh my gosh, I got so obsessed with her collages. That's all I was doing at night every day. Just Laura Heine collages. I don't even think I touched a bag pattern for 3 months. So I know the obsession. It's just so fun. So,
Yeah.
um, uh, The other one other I want to ask you another question. What is your like, when you sit and sew, um,
Yeah.
what is your go-to notion? Do you have like a certain notion that you always have to have with you?
Seam ripper. Definitely the seam ripper. And a good stylus.
Ah,
A
okay.
good stylus, especially with these circles, really helps. Um, what else must I have? Magic pins. I have my magic pins.
The ones that erase. Is that what you
Yes,
mean? Oh,
the
pins.
magic pin.
I thought you said
Pins.
pens. I thought you said
No
pens
pins. I hope you
because
sell
I have
those.
the which ones?
The magic pins.
Oh yeah,
Do you have those in
definitely.
the top? Yeah,
People,
those are my pins. Those are the ones I go to all the time.
yeah. The people love those. Yes. We have there's quite a few different ones too. I'm not really a
Yes,
pin
there are.
person. Yeah. Um, I like my wonder clips. I'm not a pin person. I mean, there are certain things that you do have to use pins, and I get that, and I'm for that. But
Absolutely.
I kind of a clip person.
Yeah, and I'm usually a no pins person. I mean, these circles, you're supposed to have 8 pins. I use 4, and it works just fine. So I'm not a pin person, but in this project, I do need pins. And so the magic pins work really, really well. Um, I also think it's not really a notion, but it's really important is good lighting. The lighting
Yes.
needs to be good, especially as my eyes age. The
Your
lighting
eyes.
needs to be better.
Right. We're not aging. It's just our eyes.
That's right. That's right. No, there's for me it's like add a quarter rulers because I need those for
Paper piecing.
paper piecing. It's I mean I have hundreds of different notions and uh, when I need it, it's the perfect one, depending about what it
Right.
is.
It's true. It's true.
So I
Yep.
wanted to share one
And
more
I have
thing.
another question
This,
for you.
oh,
Ooh, okay.
absolutely. No, ask a
No, no,
question.
go. No, no, no.
Oh,
No, no, no. You go. I wanna
this is what started me on the set in circles. I've also been doing, it's not the same, reverse applique
okay.
by machine. And because I can make it neater and cleaner and you don't see the stitches at all. Well, if you look really hard to see the stitches. But I wanted to bump it up a little bit, make it a little more interesting. So this is just like the starter.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Isn't that fun?
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh,
And the
yeah, that's
leaf is a great, this is a great image to use because there's so much negative space in it that you can really go crazy. You can thread paint, you can quilt patterns. This is all blank. All of it. There's no quilting on it at all. There's just top stitching to hold the edges down.
oh
Really
my gosh, that is
tiny
so cool.
top stitch. Yeah.
That is very
But
cool.
to jazz it up, after I saw the circle video, I thought, that would be really nice to make this just a little more interesting. And the size it is, you can make a placemat.
Yeah, that's a
So
perfect
that,
placemat.
those are the two things that I've been working on that are not paper piecing.
Well, I
And they're
love
so
it. I
freeing.
love it.
Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I got lots to teach now.
That's cool. That's great. Well,
Yeah.
we're very anxious to have you up at our first annual retreat. There's people coming and joining, and um, uh, Dave is going to be at Purity Springs with us at our retreat on Saturday. I believe it's like right after lunch or something in the afternoon, early afternoon.
I don't know.
And
April tell me when I need to be there.
Well, you can come up and join us for lunch, and then you'll do your,
Oh, that
um,
would be nice.
yeah. He's going to be doing a like comedy hour, ladies, and I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. It is so cool. And for those of you that are, on and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't go to the retreat. Well, you can just come up on Saturday. You can come up on Saturday and sew all day Saturday with us, and you get to also hear and see Dave Sirota. He's going to do his comedy hour, and then he's going to do a demo for us, and we're going to have him do this circle demo. I think that's
Okay.
yes, for sure, for sure. So
Cool.
one more question before I let you go. I always like to ask people this question: who is your favorite fabric designer? Do you have a certain fabric designer that you go to? I mean, everybody knows who I go to. You don't.
I don't, and I'll tell you why. Because I understand um, the fabric designers and why they're very popular. I don't choose fabrics by designer. I choose fabrics for what the project needs. So I don't just go out and buy, oh gosh, I'm not trying to,
No,
I'm
no,
not,
no, no, no.
I'm not typical in that, like I'll go out and get all of the Cafe or all of the Tula or all of the, I now Paula Nadelstern has her own line, and, all of these top designers, I love their fabrics, but many times they're not the fabric I'm looking for. So I will buy what I buy by color and pattern. I don't buy designer. Cave stuff is gorgeous, and Tula stuff is gorgeous. Um, and if I can use it, I will. But yeah, so I'm a little different that way. I just shop for what the project needs.
So you, unlike a lot of us, are probably not a big fabric stasher.
No, no, all of my fabric fits in one cabinet, and the doors close.
Wow. Did you guys hear that? Oh my gosh. Wow. That's
Please
very
don't hate me. Please don't hate me.
no. I think that's so interesting because I have my great aunt who was is like my kind of how I got into sewing. Her
Mm-hmm.
daughter, so what, my second cousin or whatever, she only gets fabric for like you said, for the project. She does not do any scraps. And if she has some left over, she will use it and it's gone and that's it. I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, you should see how much fabric I have at home. It's not, and plus having the store, it's even
Well,
crazier.
I mean,
So,
really, you don't
um,
need fabric at home.
oh, me. Well, yeah, but I still do, believe me.
Yeah,
Um,
Amy, Amy,
you're
Amy
all
said something very funny. Amy wrote that all of my fabric fits in 2 rooms.
2 rooms.
2 rooms.
Oh, that's funny. That's awesome.
I
Well,
also
Dave,
think
thank
that.
you so much for
Oh,
taking the
I was just going to say. I
no, no,
also
no, go.
think that being a guy, my eye is different. Um, I'm. Hmm. Yeah, I just think that or not even being a guy, just my color sense and my patterns and all of that, sort of dictate the fabrics that I like to use. And a lot of them now, look behind me, neutrals.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And you bring up well, people. Like, I taught a class yesterday. I'm actually teaching another class today, but yesterday was the Mondo bag class.
mhm.
And it's so funny. And that's really with any class that happens here at Angels Sewing. Same thing, but they're all so different because everybody just has a different, you know, eh, they pick out fabric differently. And I just find that the coolest
Yeah,
thing to see that, you know.
yeah,
So yeah.
yes, it's really, I can't always say that I love the fabrics that people use, but I love that they use them and they look great.
Right.
Uh,
And
Yeah,
that's another thing about having fabric and not using it. I get my Tula and then it sits there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't use that. I can't use that. It's got to stay there, which is so
that's part of
dumb.
my lecture. That's part of my lecture.
Oh, okay, here we go.
We'll discuss that at the
Well,
retreat. No, it's I can't believe how far quilting has come. I can't believe how much is available to us, how reasonably priced it is, given the overall, look at other hobbies and crafts and even beyond that, artistic arts. I can't think of the word,
yeah.
but it's really cool that we have so many options. And I am so jealous that I won't be able to win your Juki.
Oh, well, you live right in Manchester. Why aren't you
I'm
coming?
I'm out of
Oh,
town that weekend. I'm teaching.
darn.
Yeah, so I was actually asked to teach, but I'm just not available
Darn. Because
to do
yeah.
that. Yeah.
And yeah. Well, next time, next year.
Yes. Yes,
There you
absolutely.
go. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to spend some time with us. And we're very excited to be seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Me too.
And
Couple of
yeah,
weeks.
so
Wow.
I know 2 weeks. We've been like planning this for a while.
I better figure these circles out.
And you better. You have 2 weeks to do that, Dave.
No, I got it. I got it covered. I thank you for
I know you
asking me to
do.
be here
I
today.
know.
I feel like I'm on I don't know what's a big talk show these days, like Ellen or yeah,
Oh my gosh. Listen to you. You're funny. You're funny.
I
I
hope
love it.
so. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dave.
My pleasure.
All right. Have a good day, and we'll see you very soon.
You too. See everybody.
So Dave is going to sign off. There we go. And wasn't that fun? That was so fun. Love that. So I just want to show you a couple of things here. When Alba was here, oh my gosh, when Alba was here, we learned so much with Alba, and we are going to have Alba at the New England Quilt Expo. So, any of you out there that are still interested in any Jukies, you want to be at that quilt show, New England Quilt Expo, and also we have classes going on over there. We're going to have show specials going on over there. The classroom machines will be sold at a good price. So you need the one other thing, and I believe we're going to be taking it to the show, is the Rico direct to garment printer. This we've had it here at the store, and we've all kind of shied away from it. And well, let me tell you, I have been like going crazy with this thing. I mean, just think of I mean, the sky is limits. What's the matter? Oh, um, uh, oh gosh, I just lost my thought. Oh, the Rico. So the sky is the limit with this. Just picture if you can take any picture and it can go onto a shirt. Like literally any picture. And I gave them all away the other day when I made them. So I have just this one here to show you, which isn't a picture. I would have rather liked to have shown you a picture, but you can literally take anything. If you have an iPhone, it's even a little bit better because you can take your pictures. And iPhone has this new feature that you can get rid of the background and you just have the picture, and then you can put it onto a shirt. So it's amazing. It really, really is. I had a blast the other day. I did one. Persis' grandkids were all sitting on a couch, like all the grandkids, and it's really cool because one of them is like bawling his eyes out. It's like, it's so funny. And I did the iPhone thing. I got rid of the background. And so it's just them on a white t-shirt. It's awesome. It's awesome. And then I surprised April with one. I went and grabbed her 2 kids on Facebook and put them on a t-shirt for her, and it's so fun. So I'm pretty sure we're going to take that to the expo and play around with that so you guys can actually see it in action. And it comes with the software, and it's so if I can figure it out, you guys will be all set with it. If you can run a home printer, then you can do this direct to garment printing. It's really literally that easy. Like I said, I was just having a blast with it the other day. So, okay. Just want to show you a couple of upcoming classes. This one is an embroidery class. This is a sweet pea design. And it's a runner. See how it's a runner. There we go. So if you are interested in this class, May 18th, this is on. What other classes? People have been asking, because we've sold a lot of embroidery machines. So people have been asking for some embroidery. This is machine embroidery. This one right here that I just showed you, that is machine embroidery. And this is machine embroidery too. Alice is doing this class. And for those of you that have the small hoop, the 4x4 hoop, you are able to do this. You know, I'm not sure about this one, the sweet pea. I didn't, but if you go to the calendar and go to May and click on it, and then click on the link to Sweet Pea to get this design, you need to do it through there. It'll tell you the sizes. I'm not sure what the sizes are with this one, but anyway, so that's another class coming up. I don't forget, I have something to show you special for bags. You guys are going to die. This was another thing that I did. This is laser cut quilts. This I literally put together in 2 hours. This is a kit that comes with the fabric already laser cut. You know, you pop them out, you peel the back, and you put it on. And then I quilted it like how we do the Laura Heine collages. I think that's so cool. I just did some crosshatch, and I love this. I just love this. And we have quite a few of the patterns here. Here's one of them. This one has actually sold out, the one I just showed you. I have more on order. So this is another one. This one, some of them have the fabric in it and some of them don't. This one does not. But it's so easy. It's so easy. So there is that. We also cut up our big rolls of cork that we had. We put some small, you know, in half yards and yard to choose from. Different. We also have, for those of you, I know some of you use this, cork fabric. This is cork fabric. Well, this is the outside of it. There's the cork right in there. Not cork, chalkboard. Oh my gosh. I meant chalkboard. So that's, you know, and that's really fun. You can put like that chalkboard as a panel on one of your bags, and then you can write on it and you can erase it, and then you can put something else. It's kind of cool. So speaking of bags, this is what I want to show you. Let me take this off so I can unroll some of it. This is so cool. I saw this and I'm like, oh my God, I have to get this. Look at this. This is cork. Isn't this the coolest thing? Just something to embellish your bags with. I just think this is so cool. So we've got this one. This one is $5.99 per yard for this. And then we have 2 other ones, and these ones are $4.99 a yard. These are like a little thinner. Love these. There's that one, and then there's this one. This one's also $4.99 a yard. There we go. So cool. Oh, Linda, you never heard of chalkboard fabric? Oh my gosh, it's so cool. It's fun. And if you do like something for the kids, and there's a, what project? I want to say, I think it's a Buy Annie project. One of her things. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure. But just think, you know, you make something for the kids, like when they're sitting in the car and they can erase and they can write on it. And, it's just really fun. So anyway, so yeah, these for, not only bag making, for if you're doing a wall hanging or, yeah, wall hanging, that'd be really cool to frame it in one of these, so that's cool. I got these from Moda. So yeah, there we go. Let me see. What do I have on here? Retreat, New England Quilt Expo. Who tuned in last week when I was talking with Trevor Conquergood? I talked with him last Tuesday night from my house. So that's coming up May 12th and 13th, and people are signing up, and I know that is going to sell out. So if you're at all interested, I suggest you get onto angelsewing.com and sign up. So that you can be here. You choose between Friday or Saturday. It is a demo. You don't need to bring anything. Lunch is included. And if you either are curious about embroidery or you have an embroidery machine and you're looking into wanting some software, then you need to be in that seat for Trevor. Because, he is like the guru of all gurus for embroidery. So that's coming up. Starting from the beginning quilt class with Patty. I'm not sure if that's full. I think it might be full. We have a new series starting April 30th. So if you are interested in that, again, go to angelsewing.com and click and see if there is still an opening. I know that, yeah, the t-shirt class, this is the second one that Alice does, is already sold out. Oh, that's right. Laser cut quilts. It's not this pattern, but I have that the pillow Quilter's Gonna Stash. I have my girls are here for another class today. I'm doing the Mariner's Compass class today. So laser cut quilts, I'm doing that pillow. Quilter's Gonna Stash. That's another class coming up. Christy is doing the Wind Drifter class. We have it is hanging up on the ceiling as you walk in. It's gorgeous. People are coming in and going, oh my gosh, look at that quilt. So that class is coming up also. Anything that you need to know about Angel Sewing, go to angelsewing.com or our Facebook page and or call. We'll answer any questions for you. I think that's about it. So I will see everybody soon. We're open 7 days a week. Sunday we're here till 2. I always hang when I hit end, and then I go, oh my gosh, I forgot to tell them that. But I think I might have gotten everything. So I will see everybody soon and have a wonderful sewing day. Bye.